So let's begin with some of the questions from the NEET botany section. As mentioned in the class on zoology, most of the questions were given from NCERT. So request you to cover NCERT and related text very carefully. Basic references like comprehensive Truman's are the best references that you should follow, or you can refer even Dinesh. Now here you have GPP minus R is equal to NPP. So gross primary productivity minus the respiration losses would be equal to net primary productivity, and here we have respiration losses as the correct option. We have covered this in our detailed lectures on ecology and ecosystems on YouTube exam race, so you can refer those videos carefully. The next question is, at the site of the perception of light in plants during the photoperiodism is. Photoperiodism means absorption of light and reflexes to the light. So which is the site of perception of light? So the correct answer here is leaf. So here we have the correct answer as leaf as the site of the perception of light in photoperiodism. Now, we understand that temperature stimulus is important, but temperature stimulus becomes important where either at shoot apex or at embryo we have role of temperature that becomes important. Axillary bud is not the site for perception of photoperiodism, so again not the correct answer. Then which of the following algae contains mannitol as the reserve food material? So mannitol is with Ectocarpus. Now Ectocarpus is a brown algae, very important to note, and this consists of two important things. One is mannitol and other is laminarian. Clear? Then we have Volvox and Eulthrix as the green algae. So these are example of green algae. Okay, and the last one, which is the Glaciaria, is an example of red algae. So what algae are there and what is the important characteristics? In Glaciaria, we have Floridian as an important food reserve, and then we have starch as an important food reserve in the green algae. Clear? So that is about the question here. So here correct answer is Ectocarpus. The next question talks about mutations in plant cell can be introduced by gamma rays. Now how? We have seen that gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, all of those can induce mutations, and there can be physical mutations which can be also responsible for the same. We also have seen in certain cases cytokinin being isolated from zeatin. So zeatin is where we have the example with maize, unripe maize grain, and extraction of cytokinin is seen as an example there. Okay, chitin was basically again a degraded protein, we can say, of the autoclave done for a herring sperm, and this is what is known as chitin. Infrared usually causes heating effect, nothing to do with genetic mutation. So gamma rays, X-rays and UV rays particularly are responsible for mutations induced in the plant cells. The next question talks about animalism. Now this is again a separate lecture that we have covered on exam race, very important. When there are two species interacting in certain way, for example one species is harmed and the other is not affected, we call this as amensalism. When both of them are benefited, we call this as mutualism. When both of them are negatively affected, we call this as a competition. And then we have commensalism, where one is benefited and other is not affected. Okay. Then, based on the central dogma theory, which of these is correct? Now, DNA to DNA, replication is what it is called as. So, A would be replication. Then, DNA converting into mRNA is transcription. And mRNA converts into protein through the process which is known as translation. Clear? So A, B, C and D, we have replication, transcription, translation and protein. So replication, transcription, translation and protein, 4 as the right answer for this question. The next question talks about which of the following stages of meiosis is involved with division of centromere. Now centromere division occurs at the stage of anaphase 2. We have covered this in our separate class on mitosis and meiosis. A very important question. This was also asked in the sections on zoology, the stages of mitosis, the stages of meiosis. Very, very important. Telophase 2 is the last stage of meiosis 2, and chromatids actually reach the pole and they start the process of uncoiling and separating. So that is where we have, and in the phase of metaphase 1, the chromosomes are basically arranged from 2 parallel plates, and in metaphase 2 it is 1 plate arrangement which is seen. The next question is, plant hormone used to destroy the weeds is known as 2,4-D. So 2,4-D is widely used for basically weed destruction, or what we called as weedicide. So 2,4-D is a weedicide. IPA and IAA are natural auxins responsible for the growth of the plant, and then NAA is again an auxin, but it is a synthetic auxin. Okay, these two are natural auxins. Clear? The next question talks about the diadelphous stamens. Very important, diadelphous stamens, that means the stamens unite in 2 bundles. So there are 2 bundles. In which case these are seen? These are seen in the case of P. There are 2 bundles of stamen. However, China rose is monodelphous. We have a single bundle of stamen. Citrus fruits are polydelphous. They have multiple bundles which are seen. China rose is monodelphous, okay, and P is diadelphous. So all the 3 examples we have here clear. The next question is, the product of gametes by the parents formation of zygote F1 F2 plants can be understood with the help of Punnett square. So under the Punnett square we have a diagram where we understand the gametes, the formation of the zygotes, the gametes which are produced by the parents, and the first generation and the second generation. Now this is where we have covered this in detail on our class on genetics. Again, a very, very important topic. Punnett square has been covered separately, even as a separate video, so refer that. Questions, I repeat as always, were very, very direct. If you have been covering NCERTs and related text to NCERTs carefully, it's not at all difficult to crack the paper. The paper was relatively easier and with direct questions. Some of those required conceptual and applicative understanding. So with practice, you can definitely achieve those.